Mesa Boogie.
Mesa Boogie.
Mesa Boogie.
Hey, Maniacs.
Hey, Mystery Maniacs. This is our brand new Oh, my God. How long has it been since we've done a podcast?
A full one. It's been a little bit.
It's been a little
We've
bit.
been doing minis.
We've been doing minis.
We had some insanity.
Yep.
The insanity's over.
Mystery Maniacs is a comedy recap podcast dedicated to mystery TV. Each week we dig into an episode of the show, including the murders, the mayhem, the loonies, and everything else we love. Oh boy, it has lots in this episode, which is The Ghost in You, Season 11, Episode 1 of Brokenwood.
Yep.
We have 12 Brokenwoods left.
Yep.
That's it.
And they're not going to catch up with us.
No.
They just released a season, so.
Though I did account, because, you know, I'm goofy like this. I did account. If we were, I'll try to say it and not laugh. If we recorded once a week for the next 12 weeks, which will not happen, we wouldn't be done until September.
Oh, that's good.
So really, we have till Christmas.
No.
We have till new Midsummers, probably.
No. I'm glad to be back recording a full episode. I missed you guys.
I missed you guys so much.
And I missed sitting across from you and recording for an hour.
And I think season 11 and 12 of Brokenwood may be their best seasons.
We say that about every season.
We say that, but
it's a show that gets better as it goes.
It is on all cylinders right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's another show that's running on all cylinders that we might have mentioned. I think we did, but we need to really tell you is you need to be watching Widow's Bay.
It's on Apple, right?
Yes.
Which a lot of people don't have. But if there's one of those like free for a month dealy bops going on, set a reminder for when to cancel it so you don't get charged. Get it to watch Widow's Bay.
It is at least 3 or 4 great guggamuggas every episode.
It is scary at moments, but it's like Stephen King meets Lake Wobegon.
Yes.
Or if you never listen to Lake Wobegon, Northern Exposure.
With even more heart than all of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
Strangely.
But so much humor. And then a little scare, a little freak out. Whoa, that was weird. And then, ha ha ha. Boy, this place is full of freaky people. They're all funny.
Episode 3 was the cocktail party episode. I think
so.
It was 3. Wow. Woo! That was a great Guggamugga 5 episode.
Yeah, yeah. But it's really fun. If you have Apple TV, check it out, Widow's Bay. I have one other recommendation that I wanted to give folks.
Excellent.
If you like podcasts, which obviously you do, or maybe you only like ours. Maybe ours
Some
is the
people
only one you
listen to our podcast.
Well, I have a recommendation for another one that you should check out. And I've been keeping my eye out on this one for quite a while because I saw it on BBC Sounds.
Yes.
But I couldn't listen to it on BBC Sounds because I'm outside the UK. Mm-hmm. Anyway, now it's everywhere, and it's called Weird in the Wade.
This podcast, I am eagerly waiting to listen to all of it, too.
It's a podcast that has 3 years of back episodes, but it only comes out once a month. So there's about 40-some episodes. They're about anywhere from a half an hour to an hour long. But the lady who hosts it, her name is Nat Doig, and she is I think, amateur historian of Bedfordshire. One county in the UK. This entire podcast is set in Bedfordshire, mostly in one town in Bedfordshire called Biggleswade.
Which is a real place.
It is a real place.
In a real county.
Though if you're not from the UK and you start listening to this, you're going to doubt whether it's a real place because she tells every month, every episode, she tells a story of some historical weirdness that happened there and then looks into it, goes to the place and talks to people who live there or people who saw the weirdness. Like you saw the UFO. You were in the haunted, dollar store. It's really fun. She's great. She's a really good host. She's really good at telling a story. She's totally grounded in history. She looks at all the sources and the records and all that stuff. Highly recommend it. It's very fun.
How many episodes or how long into the first episode before you looked up this place to make sure it existed?
I listened to the first one, assuming it wasn't a real place.
Okay.
And just went with it. And then I think during the second episode, I looked it up. Yeah. And I've now, maybe in 2 weeks, listened to 30 some episodes. I'm almost completely caught up because it's just that good. It's called Weird in the Wade, WADE. So if you need something to listen to in the car or whatever, you're tired of listening to reruns of us, check out Weird in the Wade.
Yes. I did also want to mention that our Brokenwood, the Brokenwood subreddit, has been taken over by a human who is not a German casino bot, who is a Colorado Avalanche fan, which I was like, you're a good dude.
Yeah, because for a while there, you couldn't even get a response from the moderator. Nobody was allowed to post. It was weird.
That subreddit will be coming back, and I'll be posting on it on Monday. So,
all right. Are you ready to talk about the ghost in you?
Oh, my gosh. We have so much to talk about in this episode, including my brush with the break of reality that was a trip to Canada's Wonderland.
I'm eager to hear how that is remotely related to this.
Yep. It was totally spawned by this.
Okay.
This episode was directed by Mike Smith and written by Timothy Baum. It's got music in it. Tim Baum's a music guy. He's
good at it.
Yep. The 21st of April, 2025, which is like a year ago almost to the day.
Now, we did do a mini about this.
Yes.
So we had the how to watch like a maniac questions, and we'll be answering those as we go through.
And we start right away in the 80s.
Yeah.
With the music that I immediately, before I'd even seen the name of the episode, was like, wow, they're goofing on psychedelic furs there.
Tim Baum did a great job writing a song that sounds like Love My Way by the Psychedelic Furs, but isn't.
Oh, it is so good, the music in this episode.
The only difference is that the lead singer of the Psychedelic Furs actually looks great for his age.
Yes.
And is like a painter now and very happy, and this guy, not so much.
Well, the guy we're talking about is
James, the lead singer of the band, who is absolutely stuck in the past and unable to realize that he's quite a bit older now and probably should accept that.
He's played by Michael Galvin,
who's a big soap
who
star,
is a
right?
Huge soap star.
So it must have been fun for people to see him play this role if you had seen him play that role for a long time.
That picture on the front of the book is totally his headshot from that age.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And the other photos, like the ones that James has up in his own motel room of himself.
The first thing I do, I do a lot of stuff. So the first thing I do when I get to a motel room is set up as many pictures of me as possible around the room, so I am surrounded by my visage.
Make sure there are 40-year-old pictures of when you were a heartthrob.
Yep, absolutely. Nothing makes a hotel room better than that. Woo!
Did you like the Psychedelic Furs when you were a kid?
I did. So, okay. So
teenager.
We know this is Psychedelic Furs because of the title of the episode, which is The Ghost in You, which is another Psychedelic Furs song. And the existential voyage I went on was as a small child, I didn't realize that I wasn't as small as I thought I was put on a bus by my parents and sent to Canada's Wonderland. At Canada's Wonderland, which is an amusement park.
Okay.
It's about 4 hours away from where I grew up. And they put me on the bus to go to Canada's Wonderland by myself.
Okay.
And that day at the park, the Psychedelic Furs were playing at the park. So I heard them rehearsing all day.
Wow.
And they were playing a song called Here Comes Cowboys, which was their latest single. So they were obviously practicing and playing it, right? And you could hear this all over the park because the concert venue is basically in the middle of the park. What I didn't realize is I thought I was a lot younger than I was probably almost 14 at the time.
Okay, but still.
Which is still a bit much, but it's my parents.
Yeah.
We know. I thought I was 12, which would have been like, I was like, did my parents abandon me at 12 to go to an amusement?
Were they hoping that you wouldn't come back?
I knew no one on the bus.
Yeah, you think that now.
We think that, I thought that then, but I'm sure that my parents introduced me to people. It was all local people on the bus. It was like a charter thing. But that was the closest I ever came to seeing Psychedelic Furs in concert. And it ended up that they were I was much older than I realized. And 13 or 14, walking around a park all day by yourself isn't as strange as 11 and 12.
No. I think my first introduction to the Psychedelic Furs was Pretty in Pink. Because I didn't know it at the time, but Pretty in Pink was a song that they produced first, and then the movie was inspired by the song, not the other way around.
Yes, and the original's a lot more punkier.
Yeah, but I liked that song so much, and I liked the movie a lot.
Yes, that movie.
I think I may have got a sewing machine for the first time because of that movie.
That movie has some amazing scenes in it.
Duckie!
John Cryer as Duckie is fantastic. He does a lip sync in a record store with Minnie Potts in it.
Not Minnie Potts. Annie
Potts in it. That is just fantastic. The whole movie is fantastic. And it has Harry Dean Stanton in it too, which later on you're like, oh my gosh, it's Harry Dean Stanton is in that
That's
movie.
the guy from Alien.
Yep.
So we're at the Croc and Panther. Trudy and Ray are front and center in this episode. They're cleaning up after the big concert.
More than front and center. They'd almost get killed by the body.
Needless to say, it was not a sellout. What do they say? 19 people?
19 people, including the sound lady.
Yeah. And they're cleaning up and leaving, and a body falls from the bell tower of the pub.
Tower,
I don't know why the pub has a bell tower.
I don't know
I
either.
remember them saying that what it used to be. I don't recall at the moment. But
it is so fantastic how Ray and Trudy, especially in Mike's office, are like, oh, we're in trouble here. We're in the cop shop. Do I need a lawyer? We're going to leave right now.
They really do look like brother and sister kids, like in the principal's office.
Yes,
you
they
get that
do.
kind of, they stick together and they always have kind of feeling.
I'm no narc.
She almost says it too much.
She almost says it too much, but like...
Everything's aspirational and I'm no narc between the two of them.
Yep.
But it's funny.
We hear a little bit about Ray's teen years because Trudy says she was a little too young to remember the 80s, but Ray remembers riding around on a motorbike in the Himalayas listening to Iron Maiden.
That's quite the story.
I'm eager for
There's depth to Ray that we don't know about.
The young Ray flashbacks.
More than his entrepreneurship.
Maybe we'll find out how he met his wife, who is a woman forgotten.
She just died and that was it.
Yep.
Yeah.
No one ever makes mention of her ever again.
The victim's name is Peggy, though with the New Zealand accent, it sounds like Piggy.
No, well, you see, my sister-in-law is Peggy, so...
I know, but the way they say it, it sounds like Piggy.
It's a little...
Because of the accent.
It's a little piggy.
Piggy.
Michael listens to his country tape on the way. It's called Mike's Country.
That's the name of the cassette.
Yes.
That was one of our Watch Like a Maniac questions.
Yes. And there's a trivia thing on IMDb about the line here that Sims makes about staying home and dyeing her eyebrows.
That she was just about to start dyeing her eyebrows when she got the call out.
Yes. And there's a note on IMDb that her eyebrows are distinctly a different color from the last episode of season 10 to the new episode of season 11. That is false, ladies and gentlemen.
Are they a different color at the end of the episode?
I looked.
I don't think so.
No, it's just wishful thinking.
Yeah, it would be fun if they were,
But she does have a fantastic scarf on. Did you notice that scarf?
Yeah, it's nice.
It's meant to be winter. They're definitely...
Which means it's July.
They make reference to it being cold and wintry and stuff like that.
So the band, Stolen Arrow, is Anton on keyboards, Nick on guitar, who is the son of the original guitarist.
Yes.
Elaine on bass, Paul, who was an original member on drums, and James, who was the original singer.
Yes.
And then Xanthi, the roadie.
Yes.
Xanthi in Greek means blonde.
Oh.
It's a Greek name.
Okay.
That's what it means. I was like, Xanthi is a cool name. It starts with an X. That's cool.
Yeah.
I wonder what it means. That's what it means.
So the original bass player was a dude, but now they got a girl bass player.
Mm-hmm. Which Frodo's very happy about.
Frodo
because he thinks female bass players are hot. I wonder if I could just reserve a room and she'd just play for me. Chalmers is like, that's a little creepy.
That's a little creepy.
You might want to think through that again.
So they immediately wonder how she got up there. So they have to go find a ladder.
Ray's ladder?
Ray's like, I don't got no ladder. And Chalmers is like, here's a ladder that says Ray's ladder on it. He's like, oh, that ladder.
To be fair, there's no apostrophe on it.
No.
So it could be Rays of Light ladder.
It could be.
But he doesn't have a shed.
No.
So he just leaves it out back.
He just leaves it out back.
Todd just leaves it out back where it's secured. Todd is everywhere.
Todd.
What doesn't he do?
Okay. There's a point where Frodo says something about money or something. And I'm like, Frodo, your store is always busy. Mm-hmm. So Frodo's making bank. Plus your best buddy is so busy. He does every job.
To be fair, he's busy, but some of his jobs get paid in coffee. So he may not financially be making out all that well. He drinks, 8 cups of coffee?
I think he does such a good job in the acting where he's like, so I drank them all?
Yeah. And then they bring 4 more and he's like, oh no. Oh boy.
Speaking of coffee, there's a point at the cop shop where Chalmers starts to dig and he almost gets himself in trouble because he says there's something wrong with Sims's coffee. Mm. And she's like, what do you mean? And he makes a health and safety joke.
Yeah.
And Mike's eyebrows go over his head.
Yeah, like, oh no, what have you done?
But then Mike kind of leans back going, oh, you're in a hole now. I'm not, there's,
it's all you.
There's no
You're on your own.
Not going to help you here.
Don't look at me.
Even the druggy hippie keyboard player goes, that's not coffee.
Yeah. Peggy has fallen from the bell tower.
Yes.
However, she's got strangulation marks around her neck, and she had a high alcohol level, and she had antipsychotics in her system.
Yes.
And this is what we find out from Gina.
Yes.
Right? Now, we find out later that she doesn't drink because she's on antipsychotics and she knows that she shouldn't drink. But remember, this is a spoiler podcast. We're about to talk about who did it.
Yes.
But when Xanthi plans on murdering her, she swaps out her water with a glass of vodka.
You would know.
And Peggy doesn't notice?
You would notice.
Water and vodka taste very different.
Like,
it'd be like apple juice and gasoline.
She is on psychotics.
Antipsychotics.
Antipsychotics.
She's not on psychotic.
This is a moment that she's been waiting 40 years for. So she's hyper-stimulated. She would know right away that her water had changed.
Yeah. Well, before it even got to her mouth.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ray says something about the people at the concert being kamikaze mosh pit lunatics. That's not the concert we see in the episode.
No. The 18 people in
there are 18 middle-aged women swaying back and forth. Not kamikaze mosh pit lunatics.
No. And Mike makes a David Bowie reference here because he calls Peggy the woman who fell to earth.
So David Bowie was a giant Psychedelic Furs fan.
Oh, really?
Like, he liked them so much, he invited them to open for him on part of a tour. He promoted them.
Well,
he really helped them get like their first album deals and stuff because he thought they were so good.
The lead singer's last name is Butler. Mm-hmm. He really took a lot from David Bowie.
Richard Butler.
Yeah,
I can imagine maybe David Bowie liked them because he kind of saw himself in the lead singer. Like, well, he thinks I'm great, so I guess I'll think he's great.
He has that 80s singer, I'm going to do hand gestures and crouch down and stand up like the guy from Simple Minds does.
Yeah, but be kind of skinny and androgynous, sort of.
Yep.
Though They were produced by Todd Lundgren.
Yes.
Who's the I don't want to work, I just want to play on my drum all day guy.
Yep. He's
like the least sort of new romantic punk I can imagine.
Todd Rundgren has produced some amazing records, including XTC. And
I don't doubt that, but like just stylistically, he's could not be more different from them.
And I don't know if you know this, professor at IU. For a number of years, he was a visiting music professor here.
I did not know that.
Yes.
In addition, they also find that Peggy has a tattoo on her finger.
Yes.
That we later find out is her daughter's birth date.
Yes. And a lobotomy scar?
No.
Do you get scars from lobotomies?
Not like that.
I thought it was only the ice pick in the eye.
So the way they used to do lobotomies, this got me thinking. And I think about this for a lot of things. Like,
okay,
who had that idea first?
Yeah. How do you test it?
You don't.
Yeah.
Like, I know we know about a lot of brain functions from injuries. Like when somebody accidentally injures part of their brain and they observe how that impacts them, and they kind of hypothesize, well, that must mean that part of the brain does that thing.
Before they had an understanding of neuroplasticity.
But yes, they used to, the whole ice pick thing. It wasn't actually an ice pick, but they put it under your eyelid, pop a hole in your eye socket, and then put it into your frontal cortex and just stir it around.
Stir it around.
Nowadays, when they're done, which is very rare, lobotomies are done with electricity probes.
Okay.
And they drill 2 dime-sized holes on your head, but they're in your hairline. Like if you drew a line from your eye up, straight up, and went into your hairline and made a hole, and then did it for the other eye and made a hole, they would be right there.
But poor Peggy's are like, she's got like she whacked herself on the...
She's got a scar on the side of her forehead, but we later find out that's from a car accident, not from a lobotomy.
Yes.
If she'd had a lobotomy, she wouldn't be wandering around.
No.
Like she is. No. But the tattoo on her finger was like, she did it herself.
Yeah.
So why is it backwards?
The view, the flashback to her doing it, there's some problems.
Right.
Because it looks like she has a fork with the pines bent down on it.
Yeah.
And is like writing on it in ink. And that's not how you do a...
But she also doesn't do it in front of a mirror. Like, why is it backwards?
Maybe just because...
Like dyslexia or something? I don't know.
Maybe.
All I know is it's a good thing she only had one kid.
Yeah. Well, you got 10 fingers. So
that's your limit. Well, you could put one on either side, I guess. You could have 20. No, thumb's kind of hard.
Yeah.
You could have 16 kids.
But then you have you, and you have one, and it's 3 kids.
Yep.
So Sarah does not have a tattoo of her child's birth date backwards or forwards on her fingertips.
Nope. Not that they'll ever know.
So tell me what you think about James. Like, so we've talked about James, that he has pictures of himself. The thing about James that I love is he is not guilty of anything.
No.
Did nothing wrong.
The only thing he did was make a mistake way back when.
He fires somebody from his band who's doing drugs because of people dying doing drugs in his band. Mm-hmm. That is a valid thing. Mm-hmm. He also does the thing that if you were like, if somebody came to you and said, I want to become a musician, I want to write songs, you would say, look for the songs around you every day, write them down, listen to them, like be a music person all your life. That's what he is.
What I want to know is what he's been doing for the last 35 years between when the band was last big until now when they decide to do a reunion tour.
Yes.
Because that would have been more than enough time for him to wake up to reality and have to get a different job and, do something with his life. But it seems like he's completely living in the past. And I don't know how he could have done that for so long.
I also always wonder about those people about long periods of not making any money. Like
you only make royalties for so long off of songs. Like you're not living on it forever.
And this is the start of the tour. It's really the prep for the tour. They're moving on to the big time of Riverside.
Really, it's a tour in support of a book launch.
Yeah, that book.
The book is not going to make a lot of money either.
Okay, did you look in the book?
It's called like Still Gifted or something like that.
It is.
The man, the myth, the legend.
One of the quotes is from a dark time in New Zealand music.
He's completely not self-aware.
Oh, he is very not self-aware.
And all these people just let him do that.
But that's not a crime to be not self-aware.
No. But I think after this episode in his life, he's going to go, I probably need to think about some stuff.
It's also implied that they didn't have a lot of hits.
Yeah, like they were sort of a one-hit wonder band. Kind
Yes.
of, maybe 2 hits, something like that. Staying at the Brokenwood Hotel.
He says something to Sims about 40 years ago. She's like,
I
wasn't alive.
And he makes a face like she stabbed him, like, oh.
It's true.
Yeah. But painful to remember.
Yeah. Let's talk about Mrs. Baker because she is fantastic in this episode.
She is one of the better supporting characters in this show.
Yes.
She's got new depths all the time.
First of all, she has one particular shirt on that is just a work of art.
I will forever think of her at the end of the episode in season 12 where they've had the party and she's been in fancy dress and they see her in the morning and she's all noogied and lipstick everywhere.
Yeah.
Like that's her in the 80s too, I think, because she says she was quite the rocker back then. Like she probably looked like that all the time.
So her and her friends wore T-shirts that said James, James. Right?
Yeah, but the girl who wore the J T-shirt was out barfing in a bush. So they were just Asme or something.
Do you remember people doing this at shows?
Oh, yeah.
I definitely saw it.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely saw people doing this I saw people did this at a Soundgarden show I saw. That's a long word to find people.
I went to a Van Halen concert with David Lee Roth, it wouldn't have been California Girls. It was, because that's just him.
Yes. It would have been 1984.
Yes, thank you. And not only did people have stuff written on shirts, but there was a row of women who had David written on their chest, David, and it was on their chests.
Oh.
And they lifted their shirts up to show him their boobs and the letters because it was David Lee Roth. Come on.
When I was at the Van Halen show,
I know this because
all I saw was Eddie Van Halen.
They got brought up onto stage.
Oh, wow.
Because he was very impressed.
He was very impressed.
Yeah.
All I ever saw at the Van Halen show was Eddie Van Halen. So
because you just wanted to hear the guitar.
Yeah.
So Paul, who is the drummer,
yes,
and one of the original members of the band, is very close to James.
We're very close.
I love this whole we think that maybe he's held a flame for James this whole time. He hugs him to comfort him and grabs his ass. I mean, it's
pretty out in the open. He drives him everywhere. I don't drive.
I remember when I first watched this, I thought, oh, they're in a relationship, but they don't want anybody to know because it would ruin James's heartthrob status or whatever.
Yeah.
But then come to find out, no, he's with Xanthi. So
it's worse.
James that whole time never moved on, these people are stuck in amber.
Yeah, it is a personification of the notion that nostalgia is heroin for old people because they are on the nostalgia.
So Mrs. Baker is really good.
Yes.
But the scene where Plummer picks Peggy up and gives her a ride, you really see him be a psychiatrist.
He is a warm human being.
Well, and he assesses her real fast.
He does.
And then
he knows that she is a person in trouble and that he is able to help her.
And that she's not drunk or high or anything like that. She's a person who has been hospitalized for psychiatric care. He picks up on that super fast.
Yep.
And then without judgment, does things that he knows will make her more comfortable and appeal to her.
Like
and makes her feel safe and gives her a ride.
He shows him a personal trait of his that might be embarrassing to other people so that she knows that he is completely comfortable around her.
I think that Dr. Plummer has never made a car sound in his car ever before, ever.
He makes it before he picks her up. I double checked.
What?
Yes.
I missed that.
He's going down the road going, brr.
I just assumed that he said that for her.
No, I noticed it today on the rewatch that he's making the
That's
sounds
even better.
before he picks her up.
I like his little car.
I love his little car.
It's better than Mike's car. I don't like Mike's car.
It's got a tape deck.
I just think Mike's car's ugly.
Yeah.
But I like his car.
Another thing that...
But given that he assesses her so quickly and knows that she's a vulnerable person, why does he just drop her off?
I don't know, but I love how Reverend Green is like, oh, I guess we're picking up strange women on the street now.
Just tell me now. Just get it out in the open. If you're with some other woman, I just want to know. Poor Reverend Green. In front of everybody. He doesn't even, they're just at the coffee stand. Yeah. Just tell me now.
Oh, they're so wonderful. Another thing Mrs. Baker mentions is that gig that she saw them was at the Colonel Greer, which is the answer to one of our questions, which is the worst name of a pub ever.
Person who would be the worst to name a pub after. And why is Colonel Greer
totally
the wrong person to name a pub after?
So Colonel Greer was a 19th century British Army leader who led the British and colonial troops in a surprise attack against Maori warriors in a battle called Te Raga in 1864. So there's an area in Wellington named after him, which there's a movement afoot to get that renamed. Because...
So it'd be like somebody here naming something after a Civil War...
Yes.
General or something.
And that's bad enough.
Yeah.
And he's a horrible person, right? But then you read the last sentence of what he did, which was, some historians view the attack as a harsh retaliation that followed the famous Maori victory at Gate Pa, where Maori chivalrously spared and tended to wounded British soldiers.
And that's what they got in return?
Yes.
What an ass.
Yeah.
Let's name a pub after him.
Sarah, I have a question for you. How well do you know 80s bands?
Well, pretty well.
You're let's see, you were...
I wasn't very old.
5 to 15 in the 80s, right?
Yeah, give away how old I am. I'm an old lady. What can I say? I like 80s music a lot, so...
Okay. Well, I have for you a quiz.
Does this quiz include the two new romantic bands from New Zealand that I found?
No. It does not include the fantastic Me Sex and Split Ends.
Me Sex is the worst name.
Sarah's like, oh my gosh, look at this stupid video by this band called Me Sex called Computer Games, and I'm like, computer games. Like, yeah, I know Me Sex. Who doesn't know Me Sex?
I was afraid to Google it. It's MI, by the way, if you want to look them up.
Okay, Sarah, the quiz is actual 80s band or not.
Okay.
And
these are like released albums. I should have heard of them.
All of these bands that are real bands have videos. So they got that far.
Okay.
All
right.
Okay.
So I'm just saying real or fake.
That's all you're saying.
Okay. How many do you have?
I have 10.
Whoa. Okay.
We'll go through these pretty quickly.
Lay 'em on me.
Okay. Number 1, the Static Wives.
Fake.
That's a fake band. Number 2. Okay. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Alien Sex Fiend.
Real.
That's a real band.
Not that I've ever heard of them. It was a total guess.
Okay. Number 3, the Diagram Girls.
Fake.
That is a fake band.
Woo! 3 for 3.
3 for 3. You're doing pretty good. Number 4. Number 4 is a difficult one. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Suburban Lawns.
I'm going to go real.
That's a real band. They had a single called Janitor, which is an experience to listen to.
They can't be very good. They chose Suburban Lawns as the name of their band.
They were ahead of their female lead singer, and woo, she is...
something.
She's a person.
Okay.
Number 5, Gay Bikers on Acid.
Real.
That's a real band. You're doing
I'm
pretty
5
good.
for 5 and I'm guessing every time.
You're doing really
I'm
well.
flipping a coin.
Okay. Number 6, The Rewired Saints.
Real.
That's a fake band. Ooh. Number 7's a give me, but it's just fun to say. Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark.
That's true. That's a real
true
band.
OMD. Big band.
Mm-hmm.
Also on the Pretty in Pink soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8, Glass Agenda.
Fake.
That is a fake band. You're pretty good at these fake bands.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to make better fake bands.
I
Number
got 7
9.
out of 8 so far.
Number 9, BAMFF. BAMFF.
That's a place in Canada.
No, that's Banff.
Oh.
BANFF. This is BAMFF.
Oh, with an M as in mama in the
Yes.
middle. I'm going to say that's real.
That is a real band. They had a single entitled Crevice Tool.
Oh, yeah. I remember that song. You played that for me.
Yes.
I didn't hear it at the time.
Which is a song that, I shit you not, is an ode to a vacuum cleaner attachment. I will put the video for Crevice Tool.
It's kind of like fish heads. It gets in your head.
Yep.
Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads.
Number 10, Pale Cartography.
Fake.
Fake.
I only got one wrong.
You only got one more. I got a bonus for you, though.
Okay.
This may be the hardest one.
Okay.
The Mediocre.
Real.
Kinda.
Then it's not a bonus.
I wondered if you would know this right away, because this is the band that Davin, Vince, and I made when we created our single, Perfect Image.
Oh.
We called ourselves The Mediocre.
I'm glad you had, optimism about
No,
where you were
it's
going.
Media Ochre.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent. I hope you all played along.
Like a yellow vinyl album
I guess.
would be mediocre.
Media Ochre.
Wow, you guys really thought you were clever, didn't you?
We thought we were super clever. Perfect Image.
If you listen to any of those bands, let us know.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. James and Xanthi broke up the night of the concert.
Yes.
Right? They're trying to figure out who could have been in the bell tower with Peggy, Piggy,
Biggie.
Piggy, to have strangled her and pushed her. I love Gina's whole explanation of if you jump and you're quiet, you did it of your own volition, but if you scream, you were pushed. That was the policy.
Yeah. And that reminded me. So I was in Toronto when the crazy guy was testing the glass on the skyscraper and smashed through the window in front of people. He was like a young guy. He said, these windows are so tough you can run up against them and hit them.
And he went right through.
He went right through.
Oh my gosh.
And that building was on my walk.
Oh, that makes me feel sick.
To and from the office. And I remember seeing the board where the window used to be.
The people who were in that room.
It is a famous early 90s event in Toronto.
Yeah. Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't like heights. I don't like tall buildings that you can see out of all the way to the floor.
Yeah.
And that's why. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, they broke up. She says that she saw him in the graveyard where he'd been walking and she broke up with him there, but she lied. They should have like a Scooby van, but instead they have...
It is kind of a Scooby van, and it does not have the equipment that was on stage in the van.
Yeah, Xanthi should be driving a roadie van.
Never mind the fact that they have a Mesa Boogie speaker on with a Marshall head on it.
A what speaker?
Mesa Boogie.
That's a brand?
Yes.
Mesa Boogie?
Yes, it's an amplifier brand.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah,
you made that up.
I know you have seen Mesa Boogie amps because Van Halen in the 80s used the Mesa Boogie amp.
It is kind of a fun brand name.
It is indeed.
But instead of breaking up with James, she headed back to kill Piggy.
Yeah. So before we get to the sadness that is that, I have two things I want to talk about. First of all, how long does it take to rent a house?
Nowadays? Short term?
Short term?
30 seconds.
Maybe.
Airbnb.
I guess. They suddenly have a house and they are like making coffee in it and everything. It seems weird.
That's because Xanthi has dumped James and wants desperately to get away from the hotel. Knowing why she has broken up with James, I would also want to get as far away from him as possible.
I don't have
but
any.
She's not allowed to leave town.
I don't have any problem with that, but they totally dropped the line because when the bass player opens the door, she goes, "I just had to get out of there." I'm like, "Oh, okay, this is a new location."
Yeah. At first you're like, does Elaine live in town? Does she has a house?
Yeah.
No, they've rented it.
Because everybody lives in town.
Some people live in Riverstone. Way out in Riverstone.
Where the doctor has a practice.
That's why he's driving back and picks up Piggy.
Piggy. How does Piggy get around?
I think she took a bus.
Maybe.
And got off in Riverstone. So
one of the things they say at the concert is they have a new song and they're going to sing it for Peggy. Do you remember what the song is called?
Something about an angel falling.
No, that's the video that they watch.
Oh.
That has...
the one that sounds so much like Psychedelic Furs.
Yeah. Do you think the young guy looks like him?
No.
No.
He doesn't look like Richard Butler, the lead singer.
No, look like...
James?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little
Kinda.
bit. They did a good job.
Yeah.
That guy hasn't done much. So the song that they have that they say for Peggy is
the animal song.
Is the animal song. Now, this is where the keyboardist who is in love with magic mushrooms screws up. Mm-hmm. And they do a really good job of that keyboardist is like totally out of it. But then when he talks to Peggy, he sees her as a real person. Mm-hmm. And I like that scene where he's helping Peggy get up the tower.
Yeah.
Now, as a drug addict, he probably is like, "Oh my gosh, what did I do?" Later on. But he screws up on a song. Mm-hmm. And they're playing the song Animal. So the first line in the Animal song, did you hear what that was?
I wasn't paying really attention to it.
The first line is, "We make maneuvers in the dark," which is kind of a...
orchestral maneuvers in the dark.
On the nose. You by me. I want to be your animal. Now, when you hear the word animal, what do you think of?
Like a cat.
You think of it like a cat? Mm. What about if I said animal in question?
I don't know. What do you mean?
So he says, I want to be your animal, you by me, because there's a 2x2 reference at the start of the song.
Like Noah's Ark?
Yeah.
Okay.
You by me. And then he says, and it's low, but it's in there. He goes, never your mineral.
I want to be your animal, never your mineral.
Never your mineral. You by me. And then he brings it home. I won't be your vegetable.
Animal, vegetable, or mineral.
That is the lyrics of that's the chorus of Animal. Wow.
It's the beginning of a charades game.
Yeah, or 20 questions or...
Animal, vegetable, or mineral has always struck me as stupid anyway, because it leaves so many things out.
So it starts with Noah. This song is horrible. It starts with Noah's Ark and 2x2 and gets to its height with animal, mineral, and vegetable.
Nobody said James is a good songwriter. He might write a lot of songs, but they're not good songs. He wrote one good song. Kristen makes a reference to the Deschler Clinic when they're talking about the scar and the possible lobotomy, which is a reference to season 5, episode 4.
Yes.
The Dark Angel episode.
But she says even the Deschler Clinic wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But
they were doing cruel experimentation on people, so.
That is not the reference that we refer to in the Watch Like a Maniac question. The question we have is the episode 2 callbacks, which are the Deschler
there are 2 callbacks.
2 callbacks. Deschler Clinic and Brokenwood Motel, 2 locations. But one is impossible, and I totally gaslit Sarah on this because
you didn't mean to.
She was like, it's this. And I'm like, no, it's the Deschler Clinic.
I know it's the motel because it's a different motel.
It's a different motel. that doesn't have a second floor like the motel usually does.
Right.
Like in other motel scenes, it has a second floor.
In the episode where the band comes to town and the lead singer dies with her guitar in the bathtub.
Yes.
That's the Brokenwood Motel.
Yes.
And that's a building that has 2 floors at least. And this is a different one. Though this motel is in a lot of episodes.
Yes. And then the other question we asked about locales was what location has the most Broken Arrow posters and how many are there in total? And that is Croc and Panther. Mm-hmm. And I think we counted 17.
Because the dressing room has a bunch too.
Yes. There's also a number of other posters in the bathroom. Did you pick up on any of these?
I just noticed that they were there because I was so impressed with the fake vomit for Xanthi.
She fake vomits really well. That is some like class A chef's kiss fake vomit.
Yeah, it's even like bile colored.
Yep.
You shouldn't even know what color it is.
Yeah. So there's the Barnes Brass Band poster, but the one that I'm most interested in, and I have another question for you is, there's a poster for an open mic night. Of all the people that we know who live in Brokenwood, who is performing on open mic night and what are they performing?
I don't know.
Now we know.
There's the guy who does the Shakespeare stuff.
Yep. And we know.
And there's Gina. She likes karaoke.
We know Frodo can read music.
Beep, beep, boop, boop. I don't know.
My first thought is Todd playing some spoons.
There's the ukulele band. We know about that now.
Yeah, maybe the ukulele band could play.
Mm-hmm. All I know is it's not going to be good.
It's not.
The open mic night.
Those open mic nights in small towns are.
At first, I thought you were asking me because they were actually listed on the poster.
No,
I wish. I don't know.
I wish that would have been fantastic if they had listed them on the poster, but no. I was just wondering who else we would see on open mic night. Maybe Reverend Green doing something. Maybe he and Plummer do a duet. They could play recorder, like a recorder duet.
They could sing Islands in the Stream together.
Oh, they could.
Or Ebony and Ivory or something.
Now, doesn't Todd sing with the guy when his wife is dead and they're doing like the memorial service? Doesn't Todd sing with him?
I don't know.
I remember Todd singing at some point in time. So I thought Todd could play the spoons and sing.
It'd be hard to sing and play the spoons at the same time.
Mrs. Baker would do like some karaoke. What would Mrs. Baker do?
Madonna.
She'd do like a virgin. She'd do like a virgin. Yes, she would.
With Gina as a backup singer. Like a virgin.
Touched for the very first time.
What was that?
I don't know.
So we find out that Steve, who was the original guitarist.
Yes.
So the night that James and Peggy slept together way back when.
Yes.
James is like, get her out of here or whatever. And tells Steve to take her away.
Yes.
So Steve, who is a nice person, apparently, puts her in the van and drives her off. And they dodge an animal. Not a vegetable.
Not a vegetable or a mineral.
In the street and have an accident where Steve dies. And that's where Peggy gets the head injury.
Yep.
Now, the current guitarist, Nick, is Steve's son.
And I'm going to challenge you on something here, Sarah. Mm-hmm. You said that Steve was a nice person or a good person. Mm-hmm. No one teaches their child how to string a guitar like that who's a good person.
Well, Nick would have been a baby.
I don't care.
You think Steve should have started teaching him sooner?
Him stringing that guitar is a crime against humanity.
Clearly, the actor does not play guitar.
No,
he didn't know how to do it.
No.
Now you know how I feel whenever I see somebody knitting in a movie or a TV show.
If you know a guitar player and you wish to torture them, play them that scene with no music, no sound on, and they will end up screaming at the television.
That's not how you do it.
That's not how you do it.
What was the name of that speaker company?
Mesa Boogie.
Mesa Boogie.
Mesa Boogie.
That's not how you mesa boogie it. But that's where Peggy got her head injury. And I think we're supposed to believe that's why she is the way that she is.
I think
like her mental issues started as a result.
She was kind of crazy.
I think she was just a groupie though.
Yeah.
I think she was just infatuated.
I don't want to say crazy. I think that Peggy probably had issues before even being in love with James and the band that she struggled with. That is in no means reason to do anything that happened to her. And I don't think she's crazy. I think she has mental illness.
Mm-hmm. But the head injury
made it worse,
exacerbated things, and resulted in her being hospitalized for 40 years.
Yes.
She's been in an institution since.
Yes. So after that string moment, we have the two hardest parts of the episode.
Yeah.
The first one is when Sims goes to talk to Xanthi. Because, wow, that is a difficult conversation, and Sims screws it up. Mm-hmm. Mrs. Baker's a menace.
Because Mrs. Baker sees Xanthi rush into the bathroom and throw up, and Mrs. Baker just goes, morning sickness. Like, because that's the only reason why women ever throw up.
And poor Xanthi, I know she's the killer, okay? But poor Xanthi now has to think in her head, oh my gosh, what if I actually was pregnant as well?
I'm surprised she didn't run off and throw up again. Just at the suggestion of it.
She certainly implies that she is not okay with that idea.
But then Sims has the aha moment where all the pieces click.
Yes.
And
she says he's old enough to be her father.
And then everybody freezes.
And looks at the floor.
And their faces go, oh no.
They realize what has happened. That is
what has happened.
Yep.
Because that night when James had sex with Peggy way back when, Peggy got pregnant, and Xanthi is her daughter.
And James is her father.
Now, what are the chances? Xanthi gets put up for adoption, that she meets James, and like they've got to be slim chances.
This is the piece that's missing. And I think it's probably missing because it's really hard to write, in the sense that there is no reliable way in which they could have become working together and then lovers or in a relationship without it being for the story. Like, those things happen in stories and on television shows, but they don't happen in reality.
In reality, New Zealand is small, but not that small.
It's not that small.
And it's not like, well, somewhere in her psyche, she knew that was her dad's music.
I'm very glad they didn't imply that at all.
Yeah, it's just sheer chance, sheer horrible chance. So that's one problem with the plot. The other problem with the plot is this. So Xanthi lures Peggy to the bell tower with the promise that James is going to meet them there. And Peggy is going to be able to tell James that Xanthi is his daughter and they can be a happy family together because Peggy's delusional, right?
She can work front of the house.
And so Xanthi has lured her up there to kill her, right? The ladder is Ray's ladder.
Yep.
She puts it there, and Peggy's already up there with her book, waiting for Xanthi and James to show up to have their wonderful family moment. Xanthi strangles Peggy and shoves her off the bell tower.
Yes.
And as she falls, Ray and Trudy come out. So Xanthi is still up in the bell tower, right? But Xanthi's got to get down.
Yes.
And Ray and Trudy are right there.
Yes.
And they don't hear the ladder.
They don't hear the ladder. They don't hear her climbing down.
They would have.
Like,
ladders are notoriously loud, even Ray's.
Yep. And if, like, okay, so Ray calls, he has a phone in his hand. He's calling the ambulance.
Yep.
Okay. So we know, let's be kind. 20 minutes to get there. Let's say 20 minutes. Ray and Trudy aren't going to go inside.
No.
Trudy's going to.
At least one of them is going to be right there the whole time.
Yes.
Now, I believe that had she gotten down silently, Xanthi could have snuck back around the back.
You cannot get out of there.
But she could not have come down that ladder silently. No way.
And
they would have been listening for what the hell happened. I think they would have seen her up there.
I think they would have
because they would have immediately turned around and looked up to see where she came from.
And no one goes, where did you go after getting out of the van? She says
she went to the graveyard
to talk to
James.
James would have challenged her alibi right away.
She never says that in front of him, and they have to then tease that apart.
But then where did she go?
After she kills Peggy, then she goes and confronts James, and they see them argue. Paul sees them arguing.
Yeah.
And until then, she's just said she caught up with James and broke up with him. She doesn't say where, and James says, she talked to me and broke up with me, but neither of them says
that's
in
some
the grave.
bad police work. They don't know where she is for a while.
Yeah.
And
then they realize they don't know where she was because they assume that what she said was true.
How do you start that breakup conversation? James, we're done. No, baby, I love you. No. We're done.
Because she does not tell him you're my dad.
She doesn't tell him.
No, because if she had, he would have been like, oh, yeah, we are done. You're right. Woo, get away from me. I think she just says, I've had enough of you.
Okay, so then they confront her and she confesses. And then they go talk to James.
Oh.
And that whole scene at the end is created so that actor can have that moment because he's a very good actor. Mm-hmm. I think he does a super good job here.
And Mike is right. This is going to come out in court.
And Mike
you need to know this.
And Mike shows leadership that he had to
that he does it. He doesn't send anybody else in.
Yeah.
But they stand there outside that window. That is not a one-way mirror. I don't even know why they pretend that it is.
No.
And they're standing there watching and they can't hear, but they're watching.
And they see the moment where
Mike tells him
the realization. Like he goes, well, first of all, he's like, why are you keeping me here? And Mike's like, we don't think you did the murder. He's like, oh,
good.
Okay.
Then let me out. Xanthi did it. No, she didn't. Let us go.
Yeah. And she confessed. And then it comes out.
Oof. This show is really good at showing that Mike understands that you just ripped the Band-Aid off.
You have to in that case.
That in every case, when he tells somebody, I'm sorry, but they're dead, like he just tells people because there's no good way to do it.
No.
So you just do it. Get it over with.
Yeah.
And I think Xanthi's reaction, when she tells Sims what happened and she says, you just don't get beyond this.
No. You can't come back from this.
You can't come back from this.
I will never come back from this.
I can't imagine. Like, she's going to go to prison, and that's probably the best place for her because she'll probably get some therapy. She's going to need a lot.
So let's go into what happens after the show because this is some good stuff and some bad stuff.
James is finally going to have to get a different job because once this comes out, he's not going to be in public ever again, ever. And it's going to come out.
And it's the most ironic because it's not his fault.
No.
Like, okay, she is younger than him, but men who are older date younger women.
Especially rock stars and millionaires and whatever.
And there's nothing, she's not 15.
No. She's 40, almost 40. It's going to come out that he has been sleeping with his daughter, even though he didn't know that she was. It's not his fault that happened, but it happened. And everybody's going to know. And his daughter is a killer.
Who is the child of a woman who was in an institution for 40 years that he completely forgot about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
some of that is his fault. Some of it's not. But he's done.
Again, he commits no crimes. And I would say he doesn't even come close to a moral challenge, right?
Well, he did sleep with her and then go, God, get rid of her, you know. Okay.
Which he did 40 years ago.
Right.
Okay. Again, he finds out somebody's doing drugs in his band. He gets them out of the band.
That's true.
Like I think that he is delusional, but well aware of his own personal delusions. Mm-hmm. Like his biggest crime is he puts pictures of himself all over his hotel room.
His biggest crime is the shirt that he's wearing under the black jacket. That's like black lace.
Why do you have gloves and lacy shirts? It's just...
Dude, you've aged a bit since you were that person. But
yeah, he's never performing.
The book is not going to, well, maybe it'll be a bestseller. Because he's going to be a tabloid sensation, that's for sure.
He may need to write a new foreword to that book, though.
His lawyer might need to write it. Xanthi's going to prison.
Which, you're right, is kind of the best place for her. And she'll get some help there.
She's going to need a lot.
She needs a lot.
Paul needs some help.
He needs a job and a family. And
because he's been in love with the same person who is unattainable for 40 years.
He calls
who he cannot help.
Yeah, either he or James call Peggy a groupie, and I'm like, dude, you're a groupie in the band.
Yeah. And like, I hope the keyboardist gets some help, but like Nick, he's like, my dad died in a car accident.
He'll go and play in another band, probably with the bass player. They should go form another band.
I hope so. And just pretend they were never part of that revival band. We played like 2 gigs. I don't know anything about that.
Yep.
Yeah, I was there when it happened. But
Bob Dylan's son has a very successful career that is not related to Bob Dylan in any way at all.
It's without being like a really gory murder.
Yeah.
It is shocking.
It is a gut punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It leaves you thinking about like how devastating.
Like they don't even make a joke about it.
It's not Xanthi's fault. It's not James's fault. It's not Peggy's fault. And the way that Xanthi reacts, like she kills Peggy. Peggy doesn't deserve that.
No.
But I don't know how you react to that.
Yeah. Like,
except just sit and stare at a wall with your jaw dropped.
And throw up with the bile.
Yeah.
I have in my notes, nice vomit.
That's not a frequent note that you make. Nice vomit.
Yep.
Good job. Thank you for that. We needed it. Wow. So that is the ghost in you.
There's a scene.
The ghost in you is your father that you don't know is your father.
I did think about that. There's a scene.
It's kind of Oedipal, sort of.
Yeah. There's a scene early on where she's driving. They're all in the van and she has her head on James's shoulder. And I'm just like,
you don't know yet. If you can't tell, Mark's making a nice vomit face.
Yes.
That's a Mesa Boogie face.
This will all come out in court. By the way, there's a young woman busking so that Frodo can leer at her. The end. Scene.
They really tried to like light note at the end, maybe?
Yeah.
Credits.
Yep.
Because what do you do after that? There's not a lot you can do.
Yeah.
Like, wow, think about that. Anyhow, next week on Brokenwood. Yeah, like, whoa, go to commercial. So there's this band called Me-Sex.
This is the difficult part of this whole season. It's not a low point because I think it's also brilliant, right? That I think it's a gut punch to you. But the rest of the episodes in this season are a little bit lighter, including number 2, Sudden Death Round, which takes trivia and high school and puts them together.
With a little bit of Frodo dancing on tables.
Yep.
It's really fun.
It is such a blast.
Some of the teams are better than others. Let's just say that.
And we want to know we'll ask, but we want to know what your trivia team is
name would be. Mesa Boogie. Oh, so that is The Ghost in You, Season 11, Episode 1 of Brokenwood. Next week, Season 11, Episode 2, Sudden Death Round.
Sarah, I'm doing a million things, including Chapter 9 of my novels comes out this week, and we're doing a question and answer after week 10, so there's all sorts of things coming up. If you sign up for more than 6 months at any level on my Patreon, you will now get a book.
A physical book.
You'll get a physical book. I'm going to take the money from the Patreon and actually print books. I'll be at A2CAF, which is the Ann Arbor Comic Arts Festival, June 13th to 14th. They asked me back this year, which was very nice of them, and I'm going to do a couple of things for them there, but I will be selling my comics and doing other things and getting ready for a Kickstarter, which I have a huge announcement for. Like, this is probably the biggest announcement in the history of my comic book company when I announce it.
Wow.
It'll be fantastic. And the ladies hockey playoffs were all done. The PWHL playoffs, it was fantastic. And the other hockey playoffs are going on. So there's so much going on. It's Q2. That's how we are. And
check out Widow's Bay and Weird in the Wade.
Yes, definitely.
For some fun. And we will see you next week. Bye, Maniacs.
Bye, Maniacs. Thanks for joining us on the Mystery Maniacs podcast. If you enjoyed our crazy podcast today, don't miss out on future episodes. Follow us on social media for updates, behind-the-scenes content, and exclusive sneak peeks. Subscribe, like, and share to spread the word. Bye, Maniacs.
What's the psychedelic first song about? Something falls like rain. Da, 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 da. Anyway, it sounds like that song.